All right, 4 o'clock, gorgeous afternoon. If you missed anything, Odyssey.com rewind. We spent some time on the Tigers because I think it's time to take A.J. Hinch off that pedestal and start really looking at what the hell this guy is and is not doing. We know the team's bad, but they're also embarrassing. And that's the manager's job to ensure that doesn't happen. So we'll get back into it later. Right now, something on the lighter side. It's time for Deal Breakers. The terrible music is back. Also, Evan, is Victor Hovland still in the lead?
He is in the lead, and I'm going to say this is almost as safe as it gets because the next closest that's still on the course, play has been suspended due to rain. What else is new? Is 2 under, and they're through 11. So, I mean, they got to go.
Evan handed out a plus 4,000 Victor Hovland to win the first round of this tournament out on Hilton Head on Cash Ticket. Tremendous work.
Hey, if I'm going to keep plugging along, I'm going to give winners, right?
That's right.
Boom.
Thanks a lot for Brooks Koepka. All right, Roberto, this is where sports and life intersect. Evan joins us. Kenny's here. David's here. Rico in space. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Here's one I think you'll like. Check this out. Exactly. You just found out that the Italian restaurant you've been going to for years microwaves 95% of their food.
Oh, God.
It's pre-cooked the day before, then reheated in the microwave and served to you. Do you keep going there or try to find a new place?
Never again. Now, first of all, there'd be no way I would like the food there because of what you just described. But in a hypothetical world where we were duped at a biblical level, that is immediate no. You are banned. Banned.
I mean, if I like the food, I like the food,
Boom.
you know?
Shocking.
I'm so glad you're on.
Tom Selleck on meth for the win.
I knew Kenny and I were going to be eye to eye with this one. Yeah, if you love the food, what does it matter?
Hang on a second, though. Are you paying a ton of money for this food?
You go there all the time, Kenny. It doesn't matter.
It's moderately priced.
If it's if it's not like a super expensive type of a place, then I like the food. I like the food. I'm sorry.
I also kind of feel like that happens at more places than we like to think.
Yeah.
Oh, that part I would agree
Yeah.
with. I would agree with you. Let's go to David, who microwaves all of his sermons.
Yeah, sure. Shut the place down.
They're all leftovers.
Yeah, shut the place down. That's what I would do.
That's it. David just went John Taffer.
Yep.
Shut it down. You don't deserve to serve food.
I might take gasoline in a match.
All right, that's...
All right.
I think Evan's right. Like when you watch it, like Gordon Ramsay or whatever, some of these restaurants have like 4 or 5 microwaves going.
It is crazy,
Oh,
man.
that's great.
That's disgusting.
Awful.
Especially now.
That's a disgrace.
You know, like, and you know it too, like when you get the plate comes to you, it's like the plate is piping hot, not the food.
Right. Like this didn't just come out of the dishwasher, dude. Like, who are you playing?
All right. Next. Jeez.
All right. A little bit of a long one here.
Okay.
Hang in there. You built a brand new house and are a few days from moving in. There was a slight problem and an electrician has to come and work in the house. In the middle of the job, you notice a smell and realize that the electrician has used your brand new bathroom that you haven't even used yet. Do you yell at him? Replace the toilet? Just the seat? What the hell do you do? He just ruined your brand new house.
Your house isn't ruined, first off. So, okay.
Roberto's the electrician, it is.
I have a situation that's very similar to this where we went to like a birthday party that was downtown, but it was in like this very fancy apartment, overlooks the ballpark, everything. There was like 6 of us in there. I had that happen. I had to use the restroom. I made my wife leave. Like we left because I wasn't going to do it there. So I think that's a faux pas. You cannot do it in a place where there's not like massive amounts of people that you can like disguise it wasn't you. Do you agree with that? Like you don't want me dropping dirty in your house.
No, and a lot of companies will tell their employees you can't ask. You know, if you even ask to do that, we'll fire you.
What? Where?
Yeah.
Where?
You can't. I've heard of HVAC companies. Places that have to get inside your house.
Wow.
So you're saying like the TV guy?
I've heard stories where like guys will have to go into the work van and go number 2.
Oh, my.
In a
Who are you
spackle,
hanging out
in a
with?
spackle bucket.
You're getting these stories.
Roberto, he's keeping it dirty on the east side. Man, oh man, it is tough in the streets. Roberto's got contractors going to the van. But what a machine.
If it's a brand new house, it still has that new house smell of the wood and everything. I think you'd be all right. You'd be all right.
No, I'm the opposite way. It's my brand new house.
Didn't Kenny Smith basically miss halftime on Inside the NBA because he was dropping a grumpy? Like,
Yeah, he said he was going outside to get some air.
all right, well, if Kenny Smith can have everyone know that he missed halftime and Charles and Shaq are saying, I hope you lit a match, then I think your contractor would be all right with, listen, nature called, all right?
He had the producers speed up the last few minutes of the half so he can see what happened.
But I think Roberto's saying this guy just did it. Like, he didn't even
He
ask.
didn't even ask.
It was like he just sat down.
Did he turn the fan on?
No.
Oh, God. Well, that's just...
I also don't think that fan's doing that much for you anyway.
Well, hold on, though. He's an electrician. Does that mean that the fan doesn't work?
Oh, yeah, maybe he didn't get there yet.
dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's a regrettable situation.
I don't think you can comment on this situation until you've been in said situation.
Well, here's the other thing.
'Cause it might not be easy to
Roberto
leave.
draws these from portions of life. So who did this happen to, Roberto? Come on.
Not me. It's from a podcast that I like to listen to from years
Bobby
and years back.
Buccioletta?
No.
Oh,
He's not an electrician.
listen, your brother does a lot of things.
Oh, that's for sure.
He's like Scott Bakula in Quantum Leap. He's lived like 30 lives.
He does.
All right, next.
Oh, my God.
Bobby Bucatella.
All right. Someone in your neighborhood is letting their dog get out on multiple occasions. Twice already you've had to help them get their dog.
Oh, God.
Just yesterday it happened again while the neighborhood kids were out riding their bikes and enjoying the nice weather.
That's a lawsuit.
Waiting to happen, right? So
Oh,
what do
yeah.
you do to this guy?
What are you going to do, rough him up? I mean, you can't.
You call animal controllers?
Grab him by his shirt.
You send your people his way.
All right, let me say this. I am the last person to ever make a phone call on anything any neighbor does. It's just not me.
You're not Jeff Rieger, okay.
No, I don't want to be that person, and I try to be understanding about stuff. Now, there have been situations where I go, all right, enough's enough. But I still can't bring myself to do it because I just think, shoe on the other foot, it takes a real penis to pick up the phone and call the city on stuff like this, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm the wrong person to ask here. I'll put up with just about anything, but if you're talking about dogs getting loose and harassing the neighborhood, listen, depending on the type of dog, Roberto, that could mean A, the dog bites somebody. That means A, your dog's dead. They'll put him down. And B, you'll get sued. So, yeah, that might justify a call. Kenny, you really, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just thinking you tell Gator to wrangle up Lois once in a while, all right? You know?
Does she bite?
Does this make me a bad person that I kind of just turn a blind eye and go back downstairs and turn on MLB The Show?
Wait, at what your neighbors do?
At just the dog getting loose. Like, it's kind of not my problem. I don't
Wouldn't even
know.
help,
No,
right?
I agree. But what Roberto is saying is the dog has accosted you or accosted a loved one.
He said the neighborhood kids were out.
Yet again, not my kids. Not my
Okay,
kids.
so basically, as long as it hasn't accosted you, no problem.
Does that make me a horrible person?
No, because I'd probably follow you down the stairs. I
Okay.
don't want to be neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
It's not me.
I didn't move in the house to be friends with my neighbors. I moved into the house for myself.
Also correct. I
So-
don't need to talk to anybody. That doesn't make me mean. I don't bother you. I don't complain about music or bonfires or kids or
Yeah.
I don't care.
I worry about my dog staying behind the fence, and we're all good.
Okay, well, then I'm in a different scenario
But I
here.
will, hold on. Can I,
Yeah.
one moment, can
Yeah.
I offer one thing that does make my head explode? There is no reason for your dog to be out at 3 a.m. unsupervised. If your dog has to do a poo-poo or pee-pee, that's time for the leash. And you waddle your ass out there. That way your dog doesn't go nuts. No, Evan.
Yeah, I don't do that.
If your dog, hey,
I bet you don't, Roberto.
if Jordan and Pippen were going out and causing havoc at 3
Oh, they're
in the
getting
morning,
right back in. But
Come
I'm
on.
not going out there with them. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm making a point.
I really think I should get dogs now named Dumars and Zeke. Just
Honestly, you know what? On Monday, my neighbor finally he put up the privacy fence. He's had enough of my dogs.
had enough of you?
Of my dogs.
The whole family, I bet, because that's like you've had enough when you put up the privacy fence.
No, I respect the privacy fence. I just think, again, it's not going to do anything if the dog's clawing at the fence. Or like Roberto's dog, the thing is so morbidly obese. It can't move. It just howls.
It's not a sound thing. I don't want to see them anymore type deal.
Going to their pool, seeing Roberto come out of the
Yeah,
pool.
Having Roberto creep on your girlfriend. Yeah, exciting.
I'm only sitting out here so I can see her.
Wait, is it that house?
Roberto.
No. It's the
Oh,
other
yeah.
next-
And we all remember Roberto's pool season from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I would put up a privacy fence too. Like, I am not looking at that again all summer.
It's not a good sight. It's not.
Imagine him
What
at
a
9
scene.
o'clock on a Saturday night. How crazy that pool scene is.
At Roberto's? Yeah.
Oh my God, a Sasquatch.
Guys, I'm playing 38 special again. Come on over.
I just got a new Speedo.
Next.
All right, well, you said you didn't mind music, but how about this one? You have a neighbor that moved in over the winter. The couple seems nice, but you haven't been able to interact with them too much because, the snow, people aren't outside. But now that it's nice out, the guy's doing his lawn work early in the morning. And during this past weekend, they had loud music playing in the backyard till 2 a.m.
I'm the wrong guy. I'll put up with a lot. I like being left alone, and therefore I leave others alone. Now, if it's egregious.
Now, let's say your house is only, 25 feet from the other guy's house.
You just deal, and that's what weed gummies are for. I don't really know what to tell you. I don't want to be that person. Plus, I know someone else will do it.
No, I agree because my neighbors, they have Bags Tuesday in the summer. I just figured it out. Every Tuesday night, they play Bags out there till 11, 12 o'clock. And, I mean, I want to go out and do stuff, so I figure if I let them do whatever, so the 1 or 2 nights that I'm getting a little loud outside, they can't say anything back.
I'll say this.
Give and take.
I'll say this. Something similar, not the long work part, but something similar has happened in my parents' neighborhood. My parents never had a party. They had a party this past summer.
Oh.
It was an enjoyable
Did you get an
party.
invite, Mike?
I did
No,
not.
stop it.
No, you know what that
Kenny?
is? It was Christians only.
Stop it. It was my aunt's 50th, okay? We were celebrating.
We
I
don't
was
like
on the
50th
list.
birthdays?
David looked at it and he goes, "Well, there's a couple of atheists I can lop
Let me
off
tell
of
you
here."
something. It was a great time. I love it.
Wow. Roberto showed up wearing a rosary. He's extending the sign of peace to everybody at
How
the
do
party.
you do, fellow Christians?
Shindig.
So the neighbors on the corner called the police on us because they said the music was too loud.
You called the police on a pastor.
Well, apparently,
Hallelujah's playing. They're like, enough!
apparently this is what that neighbor does because every other neighbor came to my parents and said they've also called the cops on us, and they don't
like a
even
great
have loud
neighborhood.
parties.
What a great neighborhood, huh? Parties all the time, music blaring.
This
It's
guy-
not even a major party. Sometimes people just enjoying the summer, and they called the cops on them.
They were closing the party up with a little Hail Mary, and the next thing you know, boo, wow.
We've heard some noise complaints.
We heard some rhythmic chanting. You mean prayers?
The harping is
We
too
were doing
loud.
a gospel choir practice.
Oh, David, I didn't realize that was you. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, Kenny said, it's just way too much bass. Way too much bass. This has got to stop.
I'll tell you. All right.
Those
Way too
holes-
much rhythm over there.
Oh, that urban music.
Okay. I don't know. This Kirk Franklin character, he's talking about stomping things.
The stomp. Enough with the stomp.
All right, that's enough. That's deal breakers.